Cheers, Muses. I'm Erica Papillon-Posey, and welcome to another episode of Suits Souls by EPP, where I inspire you toward your own style muse with timeless, classic, prim looks from my boudoir, as well as some content to help you toward your best lifestyle. And as a reminder, please hang out until the end for the mini photo shoot that I provide for you at the conclusion of every episode. And in today's episode, we've got 3 style inspirations for you, all in animal prints, right? Beautiful, rich hues of brown, as well as some bold accessories. So let's get started. Our first look for you is in python print. Now, I did say some animal prints, right? Now, don't you love a great python print? Python prints have become very, very popular, almost as popular as leopard print, right? Tell me what you think about this 2-piece set from Zara. I really, really am enamored and enthralled with this python print here on this button-down short sleeve, and it has pockets on the back. No pockets on the front of these trousers, but pockets on the back. And the bottoms of the trousers are bell bottoms. So it really does have that 1960s, late 60s, 70s effect to them. Moves beautifully. You know I love a great loungewear set, right? And this is no exception. Yes. And of course, the top has a pocket here on the front. Again, this is short sleeve, and look at here. There actually is like a cuff here, a defined cuff on the sleeves. Just some fun facts for you about python. Did you know that pythons are actually the longest reptile ever? Yes, they are the longest reptile ever. And they're actually an endangered species at this point because of their leather, right? So we need to do some conservation and make sure that we're not buying python if indeed we can help it. And what do you think that leather is being used for? The python leather. You guessed it, handbags. But prints really should suffice. If you can get a python print and not go for an actual leather article, then do that. But not just handbags. They're actually being used for men's boots. But primarily, more than anything, they're being really captured at alarming, amazing rates for the construction and production of women's handbags. So I think that pythons are, obviously people are scared of snakes. I really do not have, I'm not scared of many things, but I'm really turned off by anything that looks like the skin or print of a snake, you know? But when it comes to clothing and things like that, I'm totally fine with it. But pythons actually are most found and most prevalent in Asia, in Australia, and Africa. So stay away from the leather if you can help it, if at all possible, and just stick to something like the print. And what did I accessorize with this? Another one of my bags, my acquisitions from Florence. I have had this beauty in my collezione for about 12, 13 years. She is 100% leather. As you might know, this is a dupe of the Celine handbag. This is the Celine micro luggage tote. And boy, is she a luggage item, because I can fit tons in here whenever I travel with her. She travels well. Again, this is 100% leather. I said to you in previous episodes, I keep all of my bags stuffed when I am not using them. But again, there are extra straps to them, extra pockets on the inside, and just a beautiful work of art. Is she not stunning? You would never know by the quality and craftsmanship of this bag that this was not an authentic Celine. And look at there's just a little indication on top, because I purchased her again at the leather market in Florence some 12, 13 years ago. But isn't she just stunning, right? Just a thing of beauty. I'm so proud of her. I keep her propped up in my wardrobe in my dressing room so that I can see her often, because this is one of the gems and the jewels, the standout gems and jewels in my handbag collection. I think I'm going to have to do a handbag haul or a handbag look-see, something like that. What should I call it, in my closet, so that you guys can see all of the dupes that I have, because I told you I will never myself purchase a luxury designer handbag. I'm just not going to do it. Now, if there's anyone out there in fashion style land that wants to purchase one for me, you go right ahead and do it. I will not turn it down, but I will not be purchasing it myself, because the dupes that I have are as bad, as well crafted, as well made, probably better than some of the luxury designer handbags out there in the world today. So yes, I'm very proud of my collection. The shoes that I designed, styled with that look, I went with really simple, because the obvious animal prints, python in this case, are very busy, very bold, very striking. You want to keep everything else as streamlined and clean as possible. Again, I styled the silver city sandal exactly like this one, this Sam Edelman, last episode, I think, but you've seen this one before. This is just a soft metallic gold one from my collection of many. So yes, keep the bottom streamlined when you're going with a bold, hard, bombastic print. So we went with the city sandal by Sam Edelman, and these sunnies, these indoor outdoor sunnies from Amazon. I think you've seen these before, but oh my God, I just love these. These are really much like the ones that I showed you last week that I will be wearing often, because they blend, they sit, they marry beautifully with my skin tone. And come on now, they also come in many other shades, tinted shades, from Amazon. Of course, I will link it for you in the description below. But moving on, that was our first look. I hope you like it. Be sure to comment below and let me know what you think about python print in particular. Everybody does leopard, right? Just like leopard, you know, leopard was first found in the tombs of the pharaohs way back as far as Egypt. Tutankhamun, Nefertiti, all had leopard in their tombs when they were opened. Again, snake print, primarily python print, has become very, very popular in the modern fashion and style era. Look number 2. We went with this 2-piece set from, now this is actually a Zara set, but it is a dupe of the Zara set. Yes. Look at this rich brown. I love a chocolate brown. I am enthralled with a chocolate brown. I will be taking this brown, this color brown, well into the fall and winter. So you can expect to see me, especially with some new handbags that I just purchased that I'm waiting on. I can't wait to show them to you. Again, I'm going to have to do a handbag haul, right? Chime in below and let me know if you want to see a handbag haul from me, because I have quite a few new ones, but also ones that I think you might be interested in seeing from my extensive, expansive collection. But again, this piece is originally from Zara, but I purchased it from AliExpress for a fraction of the price. And the workmanship on it, the cut of it, the style of it, because I have seen the original one in Zara and I didn't want to pay the price in Zara, because Zara has been very disrespectful on its prices lately. So I've been steering away from Zara a lot and going to the secondhand AliExpress and DHgate market for my Zara items, because I'm finding them for, again, a fraction of the price. Just like this kimono robe that actually ties on the inside here, again, and folds over on the flap there. Tell me what you think about this one. And again, ties on the side there with this venting right here in the front. The thing that is really just beautiful about this piece is that it is buttoned on the back. It has this pleat. Look at that. You can go through here. That just gives it this designed feature and element that just helps it to stand out. Really love this piece. What do you think about this? Of course, it comes with the matching trouser that sits. I actually purchased it in a medium, size medium, but the trousers fit just fantastic. It is a cotton blend material and just feels beautiful on the skin, moves beautifully. And again, it's just well constructed. And even more fantastic is the price point. The price point was only $22, not for each piece, but for the entire ensemble. $22. Yes, I will link it for you in the description below. This is not paid, but I'm telling you, if you spend some time and you look for items in certain types of retailers or the retailers that I have historically purchased from on AliExpress, you can get some great stuff for a fraction of what you would find it for with those particular vendors or brands that you might see these things, or, you know, their stores that you would normally see them in. But yes, I love this piece. I love it so much. It actually comes in 5 different colors. It comes in this rich chocolate brown. It comes in black. It comes in taupe. It comes in an olive, a pink, and there was another color I know I'm forgetting. But yes, multiple colors just made beautifully. You can't go wrong with this type of loungewear. Again, it is a kimono cut. Really anxious to see what you think about this 2-piece set, as well as the richness of the chocolate color. Just love this hue of chocolate. What accessories did I marry and blend with this look? I've been feeling scarves lately. I really have. I styled this look with this scarf, I think 3 or 4 different ways. I'm going to pop some photos here so that you can see how many different ways I use this Klein scarf that I picked up from Marshall's for $9, literally. I purchased quite a few of them. I think I purchased about 4 of them just last week in Marshall's. So if you're looking for these types of scarves that are just so versatile, Marshalls. You know, as I've said in the past, don't sleep on Marshalls. Don't sleep on Marshalls. But I styled this scarf with that look on my head. Yes, as a headscarf. I did it as a necktie. I also did it just, you know, as a throw on the shoulder. Yes, I did a few things with her. I think that scarves are so versatile. Scarves are one of the most versatile pieces of accessories that you can have in how you style your ensembles, right? What do you think? This scarf, beautiful. Let me let you look at the print. Really, really was feeling this one. The handbag that I went with, another animal print, right? As well as these sunnies. Now look, I think maybe you've seen this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous beauty before. Now, you know, big handbags are trending, but I don't even know why people say that, because everything is cyclical. Everything is cyclical and comes back time and time again. Nothing under the sun is new. So the fact that big handbags are trending, I'm ready. I'm ready for any trend that comes about, because I have everything in my wardrobe already, as is evidenced by this beauty right here. This gorgeous girl is by Claudia of Firenze. Again, I purchased her at a boutique in Florence, but look at this croc print. Isn't she magnificent? Isn't she? I travel with this beauty a lot. I have traveled with her, oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times. Look at this leather tassel here, right? And the silver hardware. I actually had a custom strap put on her for when I do travel. Again, I keep my handbags stuffed, but I had a custom strap put on her so that I could do crossbody shoulder wear with her, right? But isn't she just wonderful? Again, just magnificent. She is so gorgeous, just gorgeous. So yes, I went with this bag and my Michael Kors city sandals that you've also seen before, right? I just went animal print with you, just all over the place, right? But this again is a snake print, right? I've had these Michael Kors about 12, 13 years. Again, check the bottoms out. I have worn these babies. They're just beautifully made. Yes. And I really love the juxtaposition of the prints on this one because, right, remember we weren't doing a lot in terms of color with the ensemble itself because we kept it really clean and sleek and streamlined with the ensemble, with the core pieces of the entire look. So yes, whenever you have this plain color palette in whatever, it could be vice versa, but whenever you have a plain color palette, you want to do something whimsical, something unique, something to balance the look out, whether it's your handbag to your ensemble or your ensemble to your handbag or other accessories. And then I went with these glasses, right? These are also from Amazon. I have quite the eyeglass frame collection, right? Tell me what you think of these. I love how they actually start with the animal print on top and then it gradiates down to this clear frame on the bottom. But these are beautiful. That was look number 2. And that look, by the way, that look, wasn't it really giving you like rich lady vibes, like rich auntie vibes, right? Just very chic, very upscale, very, I would say South of France, very Provence, right? Very Monte Carlo, you know. I really think so. Monte Carlo, Monaco, you know, down the Champs-Élysées or the Croisette in South of France. I love this look. It's really rich lady vibes. But moving on. Look number 3. Now, look number 3, I want to give you a little context for because I'm actually wearing, again, the dress is a python print, right? I really had like a Southeast Asian influence going on here, as you can tell from the video and the accessories, right? One of my favorite parts of Asia is South Korea, yes. But in terms of periods, I really love the Naruto Japanese period as well. But I really do have an affinity for samurai and geisha. Baby, when Memoirs of a Geisha, which obviously was an idealized example and movie of the period and the culture. But when Memoirs of a Geisha came out, I think even though the movie's like 3 hours long, I think I watched it like 5 times because I am so enthralled and so enamored with the geisha samurai culture of the Japanese. As I've told you in past videos, I think one video, I'm going to have to put it up here for you when I styled my kimono in my denim on denim on denim on denim video. But I have about 4 authentic kimonos in my collection, and they're just beautiful. I mean, beautifully crafted and hand painted. They're just works of art. So that was my inspiration for this look. As you can tell, it looks like an actual kimono. It actually gathers in the center, as you can see in the video, much like the pants that the samurai used to wear, not while they were in war or battling, but just their walk around every day. Wear and garb. You can tell it kind of hung in the middle there, just like this dress. And I'm just enthralled, enamored with the look of the geisha as well as the samurai of the period, specifically like the 15th century. Yeah, the Edo period in Japan. I mean, I think I don't know what it is that I have this fascination. Of course, I'm a history buff. Remember, I told you that I absolutely adore history. And I don't really care for anything about American history. I really am rooted in almost anything that has to do with Asia and Europe. Yeah, I think that's where my fascinations lie, where history is concerned. Anything European and anything Asian. Give it to me, give it to me. Period pieces, the costume dramas, I am deeply rooted in. So that is where this look came from and was inspired by. So let me actually show you this belt here, this obi belt. As you can see in the video here, this obi belt is 100% leather. I had this one custom made. I have 3 of them. I have this chocolate brown. Let me take this off because I want you to see how beautifully constructed it is. Again, I had this one custom made on Etsy by a vendor from Japan in Etsy. And look, you can tell leather on leather on leather. Look at the belt here. Look at that. Just beautiful, right? And of course it laces through here. But again, I have this in this chocolate brown, the obi belt in the chocolate brown. I also have it in black, and then I have it in like a cognac color. But this is my first time wearing this one for you all, but they're just striking, so striking. And I think I only paid like $100 for these at the particular vendor that I went through on Etsy. But let me know what you think of these, or if this is even something that you would or could wear, or you think you could pull it off. And hey, as you saw, as is evidenced, it sucks that waist in, doesn't it? We always want a great silhouette. Anything that gives us a beautifully outlined silhouette, I'm all for it. So that is the obi belt here. But the dress, look at this. Oh, I just stepped on my bubble wrap that goes in my purse. But look at this. You see? Look at this. Just beautiful. I have had this dress in my wardrobe about 15 years. Yeah. And again, I purchased it from the vendor that I always go through on AliExpress 15 years ago. But we were talking about Japan and the Edo period, the samurai and the geisha, not just the geisha, but the maiko. The maiko are actually like geisha in training. Yeah, ask me anything about geisha, I can tell you, girl. But they had something, their footwear, something called Tabby. This is the actual Tabby sock that they would have worn in their sandals. And so the big toe goes here, and then your other 4 toes go on the other side. And Tabby, actually, the actual translation is foot bag. That's exactly what it is, foot bag. So you remember, if you look at movies with samurai or with geisha, they wear these socks, and these are called Tabby socks. And of course, the designer who really brought it into the cultural fore was Margiela from Miso Margiela, right? And so I wanted to show you these because I have a number of these for my boots that I have. So I actually have the Tabby boots as well. You see those there? And yes, the toe does split here. Can you see that? The toe splits there. And then these again are 100% leather. This is the back of the boot. And they actually they actually clasp in the back. Do you see that? And it goes through these holes here that run along this threading here. Beautiful, right? I think I styled the tan. I have a tan color in these, like an orange and tan color. And I'll put the video here. Orange and tan color that I styled in one of my winter videos. I forget the name of the video, escapes me at this moment, but I'll pop it up here. I also had these made by a custom cobbler from Japan as well. As you might imagine, 100% leather. The leather is so soft and so supple, right? So when they're made for you, there's a film on the bottom to protect the leather. See? I leave the plastic on there so as not to ruin the leather when I do wear them, because obviously when leather gets wet, it gets ruined. So I protect the bottoms of my shoes at all costs. I was speaking to one of my dear spirit sisters the other day. You know who you are. I won't call you out, but she was asking me, how do you keep the bottoms of your shoes so clean? It's because I actually tape the bottoms of many of my shoes. Yes, I tape the bottoms. It's the OCD in me. And if they come with a film on the bottom because of the leather soles, then I don't remove the plastic from the leather. Ha ha. Yes. So this is a Tabby boot, and you can only wear, of course, if you're wearing socks with them, you can only wear the Tabby socks. So I actually got the socks from the same vendor and cobbler who made the boots for me. Now, I brought that up to you because the shoes that I wore, these little kitten heels, really remind me of the sandals that the geisha as well as the samurai, but they were obviously a wood square toe. Yeah. They really remind me of their shoes, of the shoes of the geisha and the maiko. But this is just a leather Zara sandal that I have had about, I would say about 8 years or so. I have these in green as well, and my green pair is actually square on the toe bed, the toe box. But this one is circular, and these are actually cushioned, so they're very comfortable to walk in. The footbed is incredibly comfortable, great amounts of cushion so that you can wear them for long periods of time. This little 2-inch heel, again, kitten heel. Now, I'm not generally into kitten heels. Kitten heels are not my thing, but this look screamed for a kitten heel again, so as not to. So this is, obviously Asian inspired. So we did give it a more of a modern look and twist with this kitten heel from Zara. Look, I told you. These have a plastic on the bottom and I never removed them. And I have worn these out before. Yeah. And I also cleaned my shoes when I bring them in. So not like my tennis shoes or anything like that, but all of my dress shoes or my more important shoes, after I'm done wearing them, I always clean the bottoms before I put them back on the shelf. Ha ha. Now, the accessories that I went with for this look. Of course, I'm going to save the best for last. Of course, I went with my sunnies from Amazon, right? You've seen these in the last video. I will link them for you. But the bag that I'm showing you now, you have never seen before. She is making her debut here on the channel. This is one of my Givenchy Antigona bag dupes. Again, I purchased it from the leather market in Florence, Italy. My go-to, my one-stop shop for all of my dupes. I have found some fabulous dupes on Amazon lately, which I hope to share with you shortly. Let me know again in the comments. But isn't she a beauty? Again, this is a dupe of the Givenchy Antigona bag, the tote, right? This is the medium tote, 100% leather, baby, from the leather market in the heart of Firenze, Florence, Italy. She's just a stunner, isn't she? Isn't she stunning? Right? Beautiful, just beautiful. So that completed look number 3. I am anxious, I am curious to see what you thought of these 3 style outfit inspiration looks. Let me know which was your favorite, or 2, or maybe all of them you loved or found something that you were really pleased with in these looks. I loved styling these looks for you today. I really was in my feminine when I was styling this. And I actually styled this episode by request. The person in particular really wanted browns. I hope this was enough brown for you, in addition to marrying it with the animal prints. But I hope this was enough brown for you. If you need more brown, girlfriend, I got you covered. Because as I said earlier, I will be wearing this chocolate brown into the stratosphere going into the fall and winter months. This chocolate brown, this rich, deep brown, really has become like a black for me. And black is my favorite color. It is literally my favorite color, my ultimate favorite color. I have others. But brown, I think, has become a close second to black for me. Now, just a little update for you on our Italian excursion that is coming up. I am so excited. I am so happy to say that we are finished with our hotel finds. The only thing that was holding us up is that we were going back and forth. We were negotiating on which hotel we were going to choose. And I am happy to report that we have found the perfect accommodations in the heart of Florence. So look for a video coming up from me in the coming days. If you are interested in coming with us on our, and I have, let's see, should I share it now or should I not? Oh my God, should I share it or should I not? Let's see. Okay, I think I'll hold it. But I have come up with a theme and a name for our tour group. So I'll share it all in the video. Again, when I say the coming days, I mean literally within the next few days. I have to do an informational video for you on the complete, finalized, official itinerary. And included will be, again, our tour theme and name and all that we're going to be doing. Can you say Ferragamo? Can you say Gucci? All right. I mean, so much. I'm super excited. So thank you so very much for joining me on this episode of Suits Souls by EPP. Again, don't forget to chime in on these looks and tell me what you liked about them and maybe something that you didn't like about them. Don't forget to head on over to Instagram and follow me there at Suits Souls by EPP. And if you're not already doing so, please hit that like and subscribe button for notifications on all new episodes. But until we meet again, à bientôt, Muses. Bye.
Double leather, labels a squick, rich mocha hue, melanin tint. Woman is born, third citizen. Society shuns us.